Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Game Library, where we give voice to the voiceless games. My name is Martin, and as ever, I would like to start the stream off with a single question. Have you played any good books lately? I know we're about to. Today, we are continuing our playthrough of The Elder Scrolls III: Morrowind. Our quest for today is to get through as many Telvani wizard quests as we possibly can. Shortbowl, Dragon, Inesical? Is that how that's pronounced? I'm not sure. I don't know if you're still here. Let me know. I don't like pronouncing people's names incorrectly. Inesical, I'm not sure. But anyways, welcome in. How's the week been? I haven't seen you guys since Saturday, so I like to start off the Tuesday streams with a check-in. See how you guys are doing, how the week's been going for you, how's work, everything like that. For me, it's been a bit of a day. I don't know if any of you guys were on the Discord today, but I was coring holes in a very, very old building. And I don't know if any of you guys are in the trades or adjacent industries to the trades, but first of all, when you core into concrete, a lot of dust is produced, period, end of story. However, when the concrete is extremely old, it's worse. It's so much worse. So I've showered today. Allie, welcome in. I'm sorry, I think I actually missed you from the start of the stream. I did. I suck. Allie, how are you today? Thank you for coming in. It's amazing to see you. I know that you're on some significantly different hours being in Turkey, so much appreciated that you dropped in to say hello today. Concrete is hellish, especially the old stuff. Yes. I was wearing a mask, don't worry. Even so, I don't know. I was full visor, by the way. I had a mask, full visor. Now, I can't wear the actual, replaceable filter masks because I keep a beard. So technically speaking, a mask can't get an airtight seal around my facial hair. That's on me. Trust me, you don't want to see my face without this thing. I do not think I am a very handsome man without the nature's contour that I am currently rocking right now. But wore a mask, time to shave more. Yeah. Today would have been the day, if any. So yeah, I had a N95 on, and I had a full visor, but it was getting past, there's fine particulate when you're doing old concrete. So when you're doing new concrete, particulate is produced, dust is produced, but it's very, 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 very fine. So it's not that big of a deal. Or, I mean, it is if you breathe it in, but as far as what gets on you, it's not the worst thing in the world. But when it's old concrete and it's broken down from moisture and everything like that, there's a fine particulate, but it's bigger. It's almost like, those grains you'll find in sand that are much larger than the sand itself? It's not super granular, but anyways, that was it's aerosoled, and it was getting around my mask and around my eyes, literally stuck in my eyelashes and stuff. There's nothing I could do. We didn't have a sealed mask that I could put on around my eyes. So if I look a little red, it's literally because I had basically sand on my face earlier today, and I had to dust my face off. Especially my eyes. I don't know if I'm looking at myself. I don't feel like I look terribly bloodshot, but it was a day. And I'm quite tired from it as well, because I was coring a hole overhead, so I don't know if you guys have done repetitive motions kind of overhead with your arms, like so, but it is, it's not fun. My shoulders are really, really sore. My back, my hamstrings, I'm just tired right now. Even though I slept loads, I slept like 12 hours last night. I don't know why I was super tired last night. So I got to bed at like 5 p.m. and I woke up at 5 a.m. So, was well rested. Here, just jumping in the shower. Ooh. Necro. Behave yourself. Enjoy the lurk, my friend. Welcome in. Sleep is always important. Yeah, I got enough. It's just, I physically drained myself today. It wasn't lack of sleep for me today. It was literally just getting too tired. Hype emotes in the chat. Don't worry, we both had a shitty time doing work. I had to go into a house and came... Oh! RE7! Unless you or me who doesn't sleep. I also have been working on getting an emote wall together. However, it requires another plugin. I need to make the dig off way more expensive. I'm a god. I'm a god. And over. I've been looking at getting an emote wall because when the Dagoth wave plays, nothing really happens on screen that hypes everyone up with the song. So I'm looking into doing an emote wall, so if anyone knows how to do that, I'm currently running Owned Pro and streamer.bot. Streamer.bot? Yes, streamer.bot. And I don't know how to do an emote wall on either of those. I've looked it up, and it's basically telling me I have to either use Streamlabs or I have to use Stream Elements. But that's another third-party software, and I'm just sick of third-party software. I've got so much on my computer now that's streaming adjacent. I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm done. I need to just be content with what I have. But I also want an emote wall or something that can hype everyone up when the Dagoth wave is playing. So if anyone can help out with that, please shoot me a DM. I need assistance. I'm not actually good with computers at all. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it is time. You have stuff to help you stream? That is 100% correct, Shortbull. I sent pictures of what I did in the reading room. Let's just open that up quickly, shall we? Oh, good lord. Yes. Yeah, that is some RE7 action, Dragon. Yeah. Yep, that's no bueno. That reminds me of when I was a maintenance man for a residential property company. That give... Well, it's something. It's something. And for context, for anyone who's going to be watching the VOD, Dragon sent a picture to the Discord, and it is a house that looks straight out of Resident Evil 7. It looks flooded or damaged in some way. 2 to 3 feet of water, and hoarded, and everything covered. Ooh. Yikes. Yeah, no. No, do not like. Okay, now. Let's get into this. So, as I said, we are into House Telvani. I wasn't home for the last few days, so I missed your Siege of Avalon stream. I think, how is that game? It's one of my favorite CRPGs. I don't know how into Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 style RPGs you're into, Ali, but Siege of Avalon is stylistically in that vein. It's kind of a 2.5D, pre-drawn backgrounds, little to no voice acting, very story heavy, very RPG heavy. Not so much choice heavy. Siege of Avalon is kind of a more simple RPG, mechanically speaking, but lots of customization. Your character customization is actually pretty insane in that game. I haven't tried any CRPG yet. Well, if you're going to start in the CRPG genre, I mean, there's lots of great games to start with. It really depends on you temperamentally, I would say. Dragon Age would probably be a good game to start with. It's not so much stylistically a CRPG. It's not styled in that kind of 2.5D pre-drawn background vein, but it is fairly choice heavy. Lots of customization options, lots of romance options, that kind of thing. That is kind of, I would say, a good gateway drug into heavier RPGs. And then you can kind of get into your Baldur's Gates. Siege of Avalon is probably one of the last CRPGs I would get into to start, just because it's so niche, and it's frankly kind of a difficult game in terms of the puzzles and stuff like that. So I would start there. By the way, after doing the first 2 quests of each mouth, there are a few Telvani mages you can pick up an extra quest that is purely optional. Did I just hear romance? Yes, you did, Shortbull. I was talking about Dragon Age Origins. Ali here has not really played any CRPGs, and I was saying that Dragon Age Origins is a very good CRPG, even though stylistically it's different from a lot of the games that qualify for the CRPG status. It is mechanically a very good place to start, in my opinion. Knights of the Old Republic is really good as well. Okay, CRPG. So, within the RPG genre, you have different subgenres. We're human, we like to subgenre absolutely everything. RPGs are like metal. You know, you've got heavy metal, but then you've got metalcore, thrash metal, death metal, black metal, prog metal, all this different stuff.
A new hand touches the beacon.
Call of Mishi, thank you very much for the follow. We have once again crushed our follower goal for the channel. We've now broken 140 followers, which is wild to me. Thank you very much for the follow. While I do like to call you guys out when you follow, just to give you a little bit of love, if you would like to just sit in the background and lurk and enjoy the stream, that is perfectly okay, of course. However, if you would like to hop into chat and hang out with us, I highly recommend it. We are, I would say, a very good time. Okay, CRPGs. Within RPGs, there are various different subgenres within the genre. CRPG refers specifically to computer RPGs. So the C stands for computer. Dragon Age Origins is kind of in a precarious position in this regard because it came out for consoles as well. However, I think it counts as a CRPG simply because it was really, really good to control on the computer, and ultimately I think it was meant for computer first. But the C stands for computer because most of the games in the genre are PC-only games. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Siege of Avalon, Fallout 1 and 2, Wastelands, so on, so forth, ad nauseum. They're PC-only games. Thus the C for computer. Now, you also have ARPGs. A stands for action. The first ARPG was Diablo. An ARPG can be either PC or console, but it is an action-focused role-playing game. So Diablo focuses mainly on the combat. You have some roleplay elements. You can customize your character. You can maybe make a couple choices here and there. But by and large, you're there for the action. Then you have JRPG. The J stands for Japanese. Obviously, if it's a Japanese developer, it is a JRPG. Your Final Fantasies, your, what's Legend of Dragoon? I think that's the name of the game, Legend of Dragoon. Your Chrono Triggers, Octopath Traveler, that sort of thing. Generally, turn-based combat, story-driven, not a lot of choices. You're mostly just along for the ride in those games. Pokemon is also a JRPG. Mickey, welcome to the chat. I apologize that you jumped in during one of my world-famous rants. Chrono Trigger is a fantastic game. I am a fan of RPGs in general. CRPGs are probably my favorite, just because I would say I'm a PC gamer first at this point. Now, Elder Scrolls is kind of in a weird spot within this. I would probably categorize it as an ARPG, as the action elements tend to be one of the epicenters of an Elder Scrolls game. Morrowind and Daggerfall are a little bit different. Morrowind and Daggerfall, weirdly, I would almost put in CRPG. Daggerfall is definitely a CRPG. But Morrowind's... Once you started getting Elder Scrolls games on PC and console, that's where the lines kind of started to get a little bit blurry. I think I would still call Morrowind a CRPG, but it's kind of borderline ARPG. Hello, beautiful humans. Going to have to go into lurking mode, as I bet you can guess it. Have a beautiful stream. And I'll be popping in every now and again to throw in my little one-liners. B, welcome to the chat, my friends. It is amazing to have you, as ever. Have a good lurk. Don't get in trouble at work, please. I don't want to be responsible for you getting in trouble at work. But enjoy, my friend. Okay, now, Telvani wizardry. So, Ali, Shortbowl, I hope that kind of elucidates things a little bit for you. I know that I just kind of ranted a lot there, but hopefully that kind of clarifies things a bit. F them hoes, I support my amigo. Well, you can't support the amigo if you don't have a job, because then you have to work a lot more and get a new job, so don't lose your job, please. Okay, here we are. So let's look at our quests. So we have House Telvani. Twin lamps. I also want to ask if you have any build recommendations for Skyrim. I am a Nord. So Skyrim is a game where I don't think that your build so much matters. It's, could we classify Daggerfall as an SRPG? SRPG is actually not a phrase that I am familiar with personally, so if you could explain to me, Dragon, that would be great. I've never heard SRPG before. So, for Skyrim, I don't think... Basically, Skyrim, you can do anything at any time. It really doesn't matter what your build is, because it's not going to hamper you majorly. Now, what I would do, having said that, is look at your racial bonuses for the Nord. Any race that you play, look at the racial bonuses, because that will inform what build will be easiest to implement for that particular character. Now, ultimately, you can play anything you want. Oblivion and Skyrim are pretty easy that way. You don't honestly get punished. Oblivion is on the precipice, I would say. You can get punished a bit, but it's not the worst if you decide to switch gears, because generally a lot of the stats kind of translate over. But look at your racial bonuses and kind of go from there. Nords, I believe they have a bonus against cold damage. And I think two-handed? I can't remember what the bonus is in Skyrim specifically. But generally, when you've got a damage resistance baked in, I think I accidentally entered the Dragonborn DLC. I struggled too much. The Dragonborn DLC is meant to be late game. You are not meant to be in that scenario in your early game. I'm using two-handed now. Good. So, a lot of people, when they play a Nord, they tend to go warrior. You don't really get any bonuses to magic skills or anything like that. Obviously, you can always play a mage as a Nord, whatever, but you don't get a bonus. Yeah, Morrowind, so you go to the island of Solstheim. So, I'm just gonna show you here. So, where you went in Skyrim is this island right here. So, when you go to Solstheim in Skyrim, you go during the... It's after the eruption of Red Mountain. After the during the Third Era, I believe. After the events of Oblivion, I believe. So Red Mountain erupted, and this island got covered, as well as Vardenfell, got completely covered in ash and largely destroyed. So Solstheim, as you can see here, quite a bit of green, quite a bit of snow. You've got the snow still, but all the green is pretty much gone. This is all ashland now. 5 years after the events of Oblivion. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dragon. But, yeah, for Skyrim, that is a late game location. 100%. You are not at all meant to be there right now. Okay, back to our quest here. So we've got Twin Lamps. I was told that the Twin Lamps are an anti-slavery organization. If I am asked, have you seen the Twin Lamps? I should say, they light the way to freedom. Okay, I don't know why that is House Telvani, because I got that from freeing the slaves during a House Telvani quest. Okay. Okay, so we've got Twin Lamps, Black Jinx. Mouth Raven O'Main wants me to bring her a ring, known as Black Jinx. Mistress Dratha has always had an interest in this ring. She believes that the ring is somewhere here in Sadrith Mora. Acquire this ring and deliver it to me. Coded message. Mouth Gallos Methendist asked me to deliver a coded message to Devaith Fear. Okay, so we can actually turn that in. So we will do so right now. You were given this quest by a filthy Argonian. Yes, yes, Dragon, we're fully aware of your proclivity for Dunmeri nationalism.
I know you from somewhere.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. Malum Rayon. Raven O'Main. Gallos Methendis.
I'm Bukak Rabol, and I say you better buy a goddamn book. And right away, damn it.
Ali, thank you so much for the sub. 3 months. Enjoy the 3 months of no ads, custom channel emotes. We are adding emotes all the time. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. I would like to remind everyone that when you support the channel financially, the money goes towards the stream. It does not support my lifestyle. It does not do anything except improve the content that you are seeing. So thank you very much for supporting the game library, Ali. It's very much appreciated. Now, Have you delivered the coded message to Devaith Fear? Coded message. Yes, here it is. You have a response. Bring it to me. This is a matter of utmost urgency. Okay. That's it? Devaith Fear. Okay, we've delivered it to him. Any more chores? Master Ardion wants a message delivered to Devaith Fear. Will you carry this coded message? Yes, he has. Response? How do I respond here? I'm getting locked out of the quest. It's worth half a meal for me, so it's not a financial No, I'm not saying that it's necessarily a financial problem. I'm just saying that the support is meaningful to me, so I thank you. I know that some people consider it to not be that big of a deal. Some people do consider it to be a big deal. But regardless, it means a lot to me. So thank you. I feel like this quest is screwed up, Dragon. I don't know if I have to... I feel like I might have to do something here. Might have to go into the console. Fix it. Okay. Well, Raven O'Main. We will ask about Black Jinx. Oh, do we have it? No, not yet. Do I have Black Jinx? I didn't think I did. Let me type up the command to stop. Thank you. I don't think I have it. Chameleon Ring, Shadow, Ring of Shadow Form, Ring of Raven's Eye. Marara's Ring, Vampiric Ring. Doesn't appear that we have it. So, we're going to... No, we can't ask about it. Okay. Okay, so all I know is it's on Sadrith Mora. So let's go back here. Black Jinx. Bring her a ring. Black Jinx. Mistress Dratha has interest in this ring. Oh, okay, that's why it's highlighted, just because we've heard this word before. Okay, well, I guess we need to just start asking around about it. Black Jinx.
I heard that Mistress Dratha was looking for this ring, but I don't know where you might find one.
Okay, well in that case, we have to ask a merchant. That would be the sensible place to look.
How can I help?
I'll go.
Do what I can.
He'll do what he can. Black Jinx is not an option. Journal HT Fear Message 100. Journal HT Fear Message 100. Nope. Does not appear to be functional. Nope. so he doesn't know where to find it. So, let's go to my buddies in the Thieves Guild and see if they can help. You forgot to add a space between the quest ID. Okay. Ah, okay. Your message 100. Journal has been updated. Close the console. Okay, we'll go turn in that quest then. Ooh, that's my legs. Pop in here. There. Master Neloth, Slowed Soap. Do I want chores? Master Neloth needs 5 potions of Slowed Soap. Yes, Master Neloth needs 5 portions of Slowed Soap to help with his research. Here are 500 drakes. You can keep what is left after you purchase the Slowed Soap. No, not yet. I am in OBS, yes. Why do you ask, Shortball? Is my stream looking weird? I hope it's not. I did make some changes to the stream, particularly upload speed and stuff like that. So if the stream's looking weird, please let me know. Or if it's looking better, please let me know. Because I did make this setting changes to make the stream higher quality. The quest was broken because it wanted you to deliver a message you had already delivered. So I made the quest complete with that command. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so now we have a fetch quest for some Slowed Soap. And I think this, yes, okay. This path right here is what we want. Ooh. Do we have... Melly's just gonna say first no matter what.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to
I can see it on Discord. I thought I wanted to say you're in Morrowind. I am in Morrowind, however, when I am in OBS and streaming, it will say that I am in OBS first, I believe. the first of her name.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
Such useless creatures.
We need to learn about Black Jinx. Ah, here we are. Daerothril. Daerothril. Male or female?
Yes, Outlander.
There we go.
What do you want?
I'm fine, Paige. I hope you are well. What do you need this time? Are you looking for services here in Sadrith Mora?
I would like to know about Black Jinx.
I have heard of it. I believe the bring belongs to the Morak Tong. If you are brave, perhaps you could ask them. They have a guild hall in the northeast side of town.
Thank you very much, Error. Error! Over to the Morag Tong. Also, if my Dunmer voice is a little bit crappy, it is because I was dealing with concrete dust all day today. So my voice in general is feeling a little bit strained from the atmosphere that I was subject to. So northeast side of town. Finished everything starting with Morrowind, worked on Daggerfall a little bit, never touched Arena. Yes, and these are quite lore-heavy games within the franchise. So you end up learning quite a bit. I will say, Dragon, you are someone that knows a lot about Elder Scrolls, even among people that know a lot about Elder Scrolls. Hey, look at it this way. You're canonically being a Dunmer, yes. Okay, Black Jinx. Black Jinx.
It's yours, Grandmaster.
Why, thank you. Yeah, I had some Red Mountain action going on today, that's for sure. Alright, because I'm the Grand Master of the Morag Tong, that did not end up being much of a challenge of a quest. What probably would be the case normally is that whoever does a Telvani quest normally will be playing a mage style, and likely will not be in the Morag Tong. That's due to too much free time in my teens and nasty beer and pizza. Yep. Black Jinx, that's Omain. Raven Omain. Black Jinx. Yes, here it is. Yes, this is it. Mistress Dratha will appreciate this. The ring can instill fear in others. I know a spell or two that are not as powerful as this ring, but I will teach them to you if you wish to learn. Yes, teach me the spells. Very well. Raven teaches you how to demoralize your opponents. If you want more chores, speak with the other mouths. I have no other chores for you. Check with the other mouths. You may also speak with my patron, Mistress Dratha, but be warned, she does not like men. Mr. Ethan, welcome to the chat. The stream is very young as far as the day goes. We are about 43 minutes in, and it's going very well. I had the opportunity to delineate between CRPGs and ARPGs and JRPGs, because some people in the chat were curious, and then Dragon brought up a phrase that I'm not familiar with, which is an SRPG, a sandbox role-playing game. I have chores, lots of them. No freebies, Necro. Oh, I need a drink. Dealing with concrete dust all day does not do the throat good. Very dry. Okay. So we got 500 drakes to purchase some slowed soap as well. 5. Good night, everybody. I feel like my body needs some sleep. I'll be able to stay longer later. Not a problem, Ali. As ever, thank you so much for dropping by. As I said at the start of the stream, I know that you're in Turkey, and the hours are quite different. Short Bowl suffers from the same thing. My weekday streams are at a time that is very difficult for him to accommodate. So he drops in normally for about an hour, and then he's got to go to sleep. So I completely understand. Thank you so much for the 3 months subscription, by the way. I know you think nothing of it, but it does mean the world, as it helps the channel stay alive. So thank you. Let's see, slowed soap. Let's do some bartering. So she will... Also, is the game pretty low volume for you guys, or how is it? He is, yes. He is still wearing the skirt. It sounds fine. The music just seemed a little quiet on my mix. So I wanted to make sure that you guys could hear the Elder Scrolls music, because it is very good. Coin, Kwama egg, some raw ebony, scuttle, chalk resin. Nothing import.
I'm listening. Probably nothing.
Where would be a good place to get some slowed soap? Oh, dogs are popping off upstairs. Nice. Oh, by the way, if anybody hasn't seen the new Predator movie, it's kind of amazing. Is that the animated... the soap store? God, that just reminds me of Code Geass Abridged. Oh god, that's a hunger. That is a hunger! Gotta take him down. Me no likey hunger. Where are you? I'm just buying pants. Okay. When will you be done? I don't know, I can't find them. There's just soup. Well, where are you shopping? The soup store. Why are you shopping for pants in the soup store? The inns, you know, to wipe away all the oh, I see. We will try that then. I don't know if you're being facetious, but I'm actually going to entertain the possibility. The animated one. I heard that there was a... I'm trying to avoid spoilers. I really love the Predator franchise. Unfortunately, it's been receiving quite a few... I would say B-tier films. There hasn't been a good dedicated Predator movie in a while in my mind.
Share your thoughts, friend. I enjoy the company.
Just the probes. Okay. But I heard that this one in particular has a really cool Easter egg. So I'm trying my best to avoid spoilers, but I have heard that it is fantastic. Unfortunately, there's lots, so you don't want to know that Danny DeVito doesn't make it in the film? So anyways, I started blasting. I'm the trash man. I come into the ring, and I just start throwing trash all around. That's his ultimate strategy for defeating the Predator. Throw trash at him. He's the trash man. The trash man would beat the Predator for sure. Okay. So, House Telvani, slowed soap. I dropped my magnum down. House Telvani, Duema books.
He was trying to provoke me here.
I love Letterkenny. You's trying to provoke me here? Absolutely love Letterkenny. Okay, Dwemer books. I don't think that I have to go into a Dwemer ruin for those. However, let's see if I have any in my chest in Sadrith Mora. I'm curious. Because I do have a lot of books. No, my favorite guy that has an S. What do I want to do? I want to travel to Telbranora.
Something I can do for you?
And then go to Vivek. And then I need to go to the Siltstrider. And make my way to Sedanine. Can I jump on top of this guy? Come on, let me do it. Woo! Damn. One day I will have the athletics. Let's see. Okay, so there's Vivek. Okay, let's see what books we actually have to find. Antecedents of Dwemer Law, Chronicles of Necleft, Fire and Faith. I wonder if I've sold them to any merchants. I have gotten at least a couple of those books prior.
Keep moving.
Or I suppose I could go to an actual bookstore.
Is there something I can do for you?
Dance with Fire. Okay, I guess we'll go to Vivek. Go to one of the genuine bookstores. And we will purchase what we need there. Because I'm not sure of a specific dungeon that has those books. Ah, Vivek. There we go.
Make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Now, most of... So if you hear me pressing the spacebar lots, I'm trying to level up. Okay, now I believe there is a bookstore. Considering they're Dwemer books, you want to try a rare bookstore. Yeah, I believe there's Jabatha's Rare Books. That's a regular bookseller. Let's see, Tomb. Jirasha's the healer.
Yes, hello, I'm very sorry to bother you, but do you mind saving your damn game?
Oh, by the way, I have added a channel point redeem. By popular request, the heal redeem. Somebody please get this man a potion. Custom recorded by yours truly, by the way. B technician likes it. Somebody please get this man a potion. Get this man a potion.
Greetings, honored friend.
Okay, buddy, I need buy. Please. Please, I have a family. I have a family. I actually don't, but... Well, IRL I do. Let's try... Damn it! Okay, how do I... This is his normal positioning. Scheisse. But yeah, I'm actually thinking of... While pop culture is amazing, and we have some inside jokes using pop culture references within the channel, I do want a lot of the channel rewards to be voice acted by me at some point. I do say that I have a stream that focuses on voice acting quite a lot, so I do want to live up to what I say I do. And have some actual... Well, obviously within the game I'll do some voice acting, but... Okay, buddy. This is a problem here.
And I got to say, that's what I appreciate about you.
Thank you, Millie. That's what I appreciate about you, too. Allegedly. And if you get that reference, we can be friends. Mickey understands the Letterkenny references. By the way, Sammy, welcome to the chat, my friend. It is amazing to see you in. Oh, come on. What do I do here? Doesn't that mean we can't be friends? No. That means that we can be friends if you get that reference. There's other references that you will also get, Shortbowl. It's fine. We're friends. We're still friends, Shortbowl. It's okay. But you don't. Well, you're going to spend time in the stream, and you're going to get accultured to all these references. You don't know this, but Ace recorded a whole Letterkenny themed short with me. Oh god. Necro. That's Canadian erotica you've recorded. How can you say that in public? That's on, by the way, that's on Necro's OF. His Letterkenny fan film. Canadian erotica, as it's called. Okay, this is ridiculous. What do I do here?
Welcome, Moon and Star. Come to me through fire and
Queen!
Oh,
hype emotes in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, for our raiders. I forgot to copy my own raid message. It's fine, Bueen. You are here, and that is all that matters. Welcome in, raiders. We're just gonna wait for the Dagoth wave to end. Oh god! We have waveception happening right now.
How can you kill a god? Shame on you, sweet Theramar.
What's happening?
I'm a god. Lay down. I'm a god. Not too late for my mercy. Oh, oh. Come and look upon my heart. Upon my heart. Oh, oh, oh. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I'm a god. How can you kill a god?
Shame on you, sweet Theramar.
I'm a god.
I'm sorry, everybody. That is a 45-second audio clip. Let's find our center quickly. Raiders, welcome in to the game library, where we give a voice to the voiceless games. My name is Martin, and I would just like to ask you all a quick question. Have you played any good books lately? Today, we are playing The Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. Now, if you've never been into the stream before, I feel like most of you are, because you're Bueen's crowd, and Bueen's crowd is my crowd. Love you, Bueen. I pick games, older RPGs generally, that have no voice acting in them, and I add the voice acting myself. So, obviously, if you have to raid and run, take care of yourselves. IRL comes first, always in this community. But if you'd like to hang out and enjoy the stream, welcome in. Martin has never played Myst. Begin the judgment. Oh wait, I'm a mod. I'm supposed to be supportive. Yes, you are. And also, we are supposed to give people shoutouts when they raid. So, Bueen, we loves you. Welcome in. If you guys haven't followed Bueen, please do so. She's an amazing, amazing, amazing human. She plays a lot of Stardew Valley. She was playing Spiritfarer today.
Tish pshaw nonsense. Any old twit can hug the event horizon of a black hole, then loop-de-loop round a spinning singularity at twice the speed of light, then slam the engines into reverse and blast out of an imploding nebula?
That's just how awesome you are, Bueen. How was Spiritfarer? I have never seen you play that one before. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to take a look at that VOD, because that game sounds really, really cool. Didn't know you had a command set up. So, I think I have... Which, there it is. So we've got, exclamation point commands. If you guys are not sure what commands we have in this community, that is, I'm just gonna pin that right there so that you guys can see. But those are the commands for chat. So if you would like to interact with chat using commands, that's gonna be your guide. Bueen is the sweetest, kindest human ever. Definitely follow her. Yes, she is probably one of the cutest human beings I have ever heard in my life. Her voice is just adorable. And she plays really chill games. I absolutely fall asleep to her Stardew Valley streams. I'll just come in, I'll try to interact in chat, and I'll just pass out. Because it's just so chill. It's just such chill vibes there. Back to the game, though. Alright, now. We are trying to get past what's-his-face here. I've been eyeing Spiritfarer since 2021. I don't know why I never bought it. Finally bought it the other day when I was watching the promos for the upcoming games and saw the developer of Spiritfarer is coming out with a new game. So you're playing Spiritfarer right now to kind of queue up and get ready for the next game? You're so sweet. Thank you very much. I hate your voice. most people do hate their own voice. Just saying. Most people do hate the sound of their own voice. I hate my own voice. Everybody coming into this stream tells me I have a fantastic, masculine, velvety voice that people love to listen to and is great for VA and ASMR. I don't like the sound of my own voice. Guys, I do not like the sound of my own voice. Up until probably 3 years ago, was so self-conscious about the sound of my own voice that... Can we get books ASMR? Well, you have the read command channel reward that you can use, and it obligates me to read a lore book or journal entries or whatever. So...
Hey you! This is not a library, huh? Gonna read or you gonna buy?
Alright, let's see what books we have. Okay, we're not gonna read The Lessons of Vivek. But what we will do is we will go to a bookstore that'll actually let us in. I'm looking at you, lizard boy. And we're going to find a book. But yeah, as I was saying,
Care for some light reading?
I was actually incredibly self-conscious of my own voice for a long time, up until just recently. I thought that it wasn't nice to listen to. I thought that I kind of sounded ridiculous. What we're going to do is, we've got ads going right now, so for those of you who are not subbed, I do not want you missing the benefits of the read command. So I am going to just continue talking about my self-loathing, and we will read the book for the read command afterwards.
Beware his song about big butts. He beats you up while he plays it.
I also narrowed down the channel rewards as well. Now you've got Red Dwarf quotes and Kung Pao quotes. That was a lot of the chaff in the channel rewards was that. Obviously Tandria as well. But it should be a lot less busy in the channel rewards section. And I've just put them into a randomizer, so you don't know what you're going to get. Pepsi Boix, welcome to the chat, my friend. How many times have you finished Morrowind? Since you have messaged during ads, I'm going to assume that you have Twitch Turbo. So I'm going to answer your question, and then I'll probably answer again after ads are done, just in case you can't hear me. So sound off in the chat if you can hear me, though. I've never beaten Morrowind fully. I'm fairly confident of this fact now, because there was lots of aspects of the story that I wasn't familiar with. I was one of those guys that just played through Morrowind for the experiential aspect. I wasn't necessarily working through the story in any sort of dedicated manner. I definitely didn't finish the main story. I was doing lots of side quests, I was traveling the world, I was younger when I was doing my first dedicated playthrough of Morrowind, so I didn't really beat the game. I was just kind of playing with my dad at the time. He likes spending time with me, and one of the ways that we spend time together is that I just sit and I play a video game, and he watches it like it's a movie. So I started Morrowind, but he and I never finished it. We finished Oblivion, we finished Skyrim, we never finished Morrowind. So, on stream with you all, this is going to be my first time making it through the full story that Morrowind has to offer. I am a massive fan of the Elder Scrolls. I have also been spoiled horribly in terms of what the story entails. I know what the story goes over. But this is my first time actually physically going through the motions and getting through the whole thing. Ladies and gentlemen who went into ad jail, welcome back. We are now going to honor the read command. Damn, same. With my dad, but it was Fallout New Vegas. Have you played that game? Fallout New Vegas? Yes, I have played that game. It is, next to Knights of the Old Republic 2, I would say probably Obsidian's best RPG. Knights of the Republic 2 might be a little bit better, but they're close. I'm also a massive Star Wars nerd, so I'm going to add a little bit of preference to Star Wars rather than Fallout. Fallout's really cool. To me, Star Wars is a little bit cooler. So KOTOR 2 wins out over New Vegas a little bit. But yes, New Vegas, amazing game, love it. Have I played Fallen Order and Survivor? No, and I will tell you why. I am... Okay, so I'm gonna precurse this by saying that if you like Disney Star Wars, you're amazing, I love you, enjoy. But I have decided that the studio, Disney, has made some choices with Star Wars that I simply do not agree with, and I have made the choice to not give them my money. So, what is the choice? The choice was when they took the expanded universe canon that was a part of regular canon within Star Wars. George Lucas had approved many, if not all of these stories. And Disney, I think it's because they did not want to pay royalties to the writers, personally. But when they decided that they were going to make another trilogy and a bunch of side stories within the Star Wars mainline franchise, they took the expanded universe, which already had proven, accepted, and loved stories, and they turned it into Legends canon, which essentially means we're not going to pay you for your creativity, old writers, and we're going to make our own stuff. And our own stuff is derivative and, frankly speaking, not in the spirit of what Star Wars was. One movie in particular within the sequel trilogy was very, very frustrating for me. I did watch the 3 Disney Star Wars movies, by the way. I didn't make the decision to not buy into Star Wars, Disney Star Wars, until I had actually watched the 3 sequel movies and Rogue One. They just made some choices that I can't hang with. I just can't. So, I have not played Fallen Order or Survivor because that would be funding a writing direction that I fundamentally disagree with. Now, again, if you enjoy, more power to you. We loves you. You do you. But I'm gonna do me and not play those games. However, anything LucasArts prior to the Disney purchase, love those games, adore those games, I play the crap out of those games. Now, someone asked me to read, though, so I'm gonna read. So, Lusty Argonian Maid was the request. So we're actually going to see if that is even here. I don't think it would be. Actually, Dragon, in the chat, do you know if...
In your dreams!
Do you know if Lusty Argonian Maid had come out yet? Because not all the stories we're familiar with within Elder Scrolls had come out as of Morrowind. Ancestors of the Dunmer. Well, we have to buy this book. Or the Dwemer, I should say. Oh, no, Dunmer. It is Dunmer. I only like the original 3 plus Revenge of the Sith. I think those were the really good ones. A Lusty Argonian Maid was Oblivion, I think. Okay, so we're not going to have Lusty Argonian Maid within this world. So, let us read... Can we just read the book? Oh, no, we can't. Okay. So what do we want to read then? Brothers of Darkness. That sounds edgy. We're gonna do that. We'll read Brothers of Darkness. Where is my book? There it is. Brothers of Darkness. The Brothers of Darkness by PlayAnyGoodBooksLately. As their name suggests, the Dark Brotherhood has a history shrouded in obfuscation. Their ways are secret to most, to those who are not themselves brothers of the Order. Brother is a generic term. Some of their deadliest assassins are female, but they are often called brothers as well. How they continue to exist in shadow, but be easily found by those desperate enough to pay for their services, is not the least of the mysteries surrounding them. The Dark Brotherhood sprang from a religious order, the Morag Tong, during the Second Era. The Morag Tong were worshippers of the DAEDRA spirit, Mafala, who encouraged them to commit ritual murders. In their early years, they were as disorganized as only obscure cultists could be. There was no one to lead the band, and as a group, they dared not murder anybody of any importance. This changed with the rise of the Night Mother. All leaders of the Morag Tong, and then afterward, the Dark Brotherhood, have been called the Night Mother. Whether the same woman, if it is even a woman, has commanded the Dark Brotherhood since the Second Era is unknown. What is believed is that the original Night Mother developed an important doctrine of the Morag Tong. The belief that while Mafala does grow stronger with every murder committed in her name, certain murders were better than others. Murders that came from hate pleased Mafala more than murders committed because of greed. Murders of great men and women pleased Mafala more than murders of relative unknowns. We can approximate the time this belief was adopted with the first known murder committed by the Morag Tong. In the year 324 of the Second Era, the potentate Versidu Shai was murdered in his place in what is today the Elsewhere Kingdom of Senchal. In a brash move, the Night Mother announced the identity of the murders by painting Morag Tong on the walls in the potentate's own blood. Previous to that, the Morag Tong existed in relative peace, more or less like a witch's coven, occasionally persecuted, but usually ignored. In remarkable synchronicity at the time, when Tamriel, the arena, was a fractured land, the Morag Tong was outlawed throughout the continent. Every sovereign gave the cult's elimination his highest priority. Nothing more was officially heard of them for 100 years. It is more difficult to date the era when the Morag Tong re-emerged as the Dark Brotherhood, especially as other guilds of assassins have sporadically appeared throughout the history of Tamriel. The first mention of the Dark Brotherhood that I have found is from the journals of the Blood Queen, Arli Mehera of Hagath. She spoke of slaying her enemies by her own hand, or, if necessary, with the help of the Night Mother and her Dark Brotherhood. The secret arsenal my family has employed since my grandfather's time, Arli Mehera wrote. Arli Mehera wrote this in the Second Era, the year 412. So one can surmise that the Dark Brotherhood had been in existence since at least 360, if her grandfather had truly made use of them. The important distinction between the Dark Brotherhood and the Morag Tong was that the Brotherhood was a business.
Well, the moon and stars come to me through fire and war. Oh, oh, come
Rain light!
Come and look upon the heart.
Welcome in.
Oh, lay down your weapon.
We are just going to wait for the Dagoth wave to abate. But welcome in, Raiders.
Come and look upon the heart. Upon the heart. Oh,
hype emotes in the chat for the Raiders, ladies and
gentlemen. How can you kill a god? What a grand
I'm just gonna sit here and dance.
Innocence. I'm a god.
Have you ever been raided before? You can't handle our raids. We have the best raids. We have raids.
I'm a god.
But you have never even seen.
I'm a god.
That's about as political as we get in this channel, ladies and gentlemen. I did a little impression there. That's all you're getting. We do not get political in these chats. But yes, Rain has the best raids. Raids that I've never even seen. Raiders, welcome in. Rain, I assume that you've continued your Dune playthrough, as that's what you were playing the last time that I was doing a little lurky lurk in your chat. How's it going? I'm just reading some books, man. Chat is making use of the new channel point redeem, Read, which beckons me to read a little bit of lore from whatever game that I am playing. So we are currently reading The Brothers of Darkness by PlayAnyGoodBooksLately. And we are on page 6 already. But how's Dune, my friend? Are you enjoying Dune Awakening? Beardsley's found Tangia. Having a grand old time with Dune. It is really great. It looks like a really, really good game. I am not super into MMO coded things. I generally prefer single-player experiences myself. Obviously, we play RPGs here. And by the way, I didn't give my intro to your Raiders, who might not know who I am. Raiders, welcome into the game library, where we give voice to the voiceless games. My name is Martin, and as ever, I would just like to invite you in with a single question. Have you played any good books lately? Today, we are playing The Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. Obviously, if you guys... I'm sorry, I'm just reading chat a little bit there. Obviously, if you guys have to do IRL stuff, do your post-stream care, whatever you need to do, lurk, all good, my friends. But if you'd like to stay and hang out, chat maybe a little bit, welcome in. Spent like 3 hours searching for the second trial of a kill based on the vague riddle that totally did not find it. 11 out of 10 would sojourn the Badlands again. Oh, the dogs are popping off. They heard a bump in the night. Sorry, I have 2 dogs. They get a little unhinged. Well, I'm glad that Dune has been going well. And correct me if I'm wrong, Rain, but it seems like Dune Awakening is an MMO, but it seems to be really geared towards a single-player experience. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the vibe I'm getting. We're gonna get back into the game, because I do have to... I've been trying to honor the channel redeem for a while now, so I'm just gonna continue to read. Raiders, feel free to hop into the chat to your heart's content. I'm just going to be reading a little bit here to honor the channel redeem, and once we're through the book, we're going to get back into some gameplay. But this is a stream where I add value to these older games by doing a little bit of voice acting. The older RPGs that I tend to play tend to have little to no voice acting whatsoever, so it's just something that I do that I enjoy and adds a little bit of value to these games. I'm not a professional voice actor, but it's something that I enjoy, I practice, and hopefully, with your help, I'll get a little better at it every single stream. So we're on this paragraph right here. I shall continue. It's like pseudo MMO. You play on shards that can have up to 500 to 1,000 players. It is my understanding you can play totally solo, although I heard toward the mid and end game, you're incentivized to dabble with more of the guild and multiplayer aspects. But technically, you can do multiplayer from the beginning. Cool. I am tempted. I love Dune, so I am tempted. The important distinction between the Dark Brotherhood and the Morag Tong was that the Brotherhood was a business as much as it was a cult. Rulers and wealthy merchants used the Order as an assassin's guild. The Brotherhood gained the obvious rewards of a profitable enterprise, as well as the secondary benefit that rulers could no longer actively persecute them. They were needed. They were purveyors of an essential commodity. Even an extremely virtuous leader would be unwise to mistreat the Brotherhood. Not long after Ali Mahara's journal entry came perhaps the most famous series of executions in the history of the Dark Brotherhood. The Clovian Emperor Potentate, Severien Chorak, and every one of his heirs were murdered on one bloody night in Sun's Dawn in 430. Within a fortnight, the Clovian dynasty crumbled, to the delight of its enemies. For over 400 years, until the advent of the warrior emperor Tiber Septim, chaos reigned over Tamriel. Though no comparably impressive executions have been recorded, the Dark Brotherhood must have grown fat with gold during that interregnum. The Dark Brotherhood has no shortage of business opportunities, and accounting, I have been informed, is the Brotherhood's favorite euphemism for an execution. While they are officially considered an unlawful organization in every corner of the Empire, like the Thieves Guild, they are almost as universally tolerated. Ladies and gentlemen, that was The Brothers of Darkness by PlayAnyGoodBooksLately. I am a big fan of the play together alone type of gaming. I like existing in a living world with other players, seeing their personal tastes in gear, building achievements, etc., but I don't like having to rely on them for anything. Totally understand. I'm glad they included some of the secondary terms, such as interregnum. That's gold. Yes, the lore books in Elder Scrolls are pretty unparalleled, if I had to say so. They put quite a bit of effort into them. Lives of the Saints. Brief History of the Empire. See if there's anything... Looked like everything was in his list there. The Firmament. Okay. Okay, we're going back to the rare bookstore, because we do actually need a rare book. That was just a regular bookstore. That's probably why I've clicked with RuneScape so well. RuneScape was probably one of my favorite MMOs when I was growing up.
Yes.
Oh my god. Get out of my face! I'm so sick of you. 3 rare books, yes. Okay, is there another rare bookstore that I can go to? I'm trying to remember. That guy is so in the way, it's driving me insane. I'm gonna see if there's another rare bookstore. I believe one of the other cantons has... So we're gonna check that. Because that was asinine. There's one in Balmora. Okay, that might be a little bit faster. So we'll go there. So, for those of you who have stuck around from the raid, and those of you who have jumped in after the stream started and I explained what we're doing today, we are completing the House Telvani Dunmary house quests. So, House Telvani is notorious for being very elitist and sacrificing anything to acquire knowledge. So, we... For the first time in one of my Elder Scrolls playthroughs, we are implementing magic into our build. I'm normally just a a sneaky assassin, archer kind of dude. Basic Skyrim overpower build type thing. But this time around, I have decided that I'm going to implement a little bit of illusion magic. Illusion is going to be the big magic that I'm going to be implementing, but I'm open to all forms of magic in this playthrough. Because Morrowind is very mage-coded, it is the most powerful way to play the game, and my preferred playstyle, which we are still doing, by the way. We're still a sneaky archer boy, but we're implementing a little magic in it, and House Telvani is arguably one of the best magic guilds in the game. But their ethics are a little questionable. And you can legally get away with murder if you kill someone during an argument, because Telvani laws dictate you're better than them. Yes. Like I said, the ethics, a little bit questionable. I'm also the Grand Master of the Morag Tong, so if I need, I can just produce a writ and get away with killing pretty much anyone. And we haven't saved in a while, so we are going to save.
Want something?
That is not the rare bookstore. What am I doing? Jet, welcome to the chat, my friend. Hope you're doing well today. How was the weekend? Or rather, Sunday. I was about to ask, Morag Tong or Dark Brotherhood? Morag Tong. Dark Brotherhood is not a faction that is playable in Morrowind. You've only got the Morag Tong. The Morag Tong is weird, though, because in Oblivion and Skyrim, the Dark Brotherhood, as the book we just read indicates, they are a criminal organization. They operate under the radar. Hidden halls, everything like that. The Morag Tong, totally different story. I can go to a guild hall. They are a guild, and they're seen as a guild by the authorities within Morrowind. They're actually used by the great houses within Morrowind to settle disputes. If a House Redoran noble dislikes a House Hlaalu noble, they can just hire the Morag Tong, and the Morag Tong will assassinate whoever decides to settle the dispute. Yeah. So, yeah, the Dark Brotherhood worship Sithis, and they are allied in this game with Mehrunes Dagon cultists. Morag Tong, they worship the Daedric Lord Mathala, and they are sanctioned. The Dark Brotherhood are an offshoot, correct. And they hate each other. Hate each other. In fact, in this game, spoiler alert for those of you who haven't played Morrowind, within the main quest for the Morag Tong, you actually take down the Dark Brotherhood in Morrowind. The process of how sanctioned kills is to keep the houses at bay from going into all-out war, correct. And that is why it's legal. Because all the great houses know that that is the case. Rare books. Council Manor. Fine Clothier, Alchemist. Pawnbroker. Trader, Outfitter. Armorer, Guild of Mages. Bookseller. That is not a rare bookseller, though. I don't think we're gonna have rare books here, Dragon. Yeah, that's a regular bookseller by the looks of it. We'll see. I'll take a look.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Let's see here. What do you've got? Antecedents of Dwemer Law. Perhaps Drabashan Vivek has a copy. Interesting. Fire and Faith. I may have a copy of Nuchank's Fire and Faith. Let me check. Perfect. Okay, so we can buy that from her. Chronicles of Cleft. Ah, perfect. Okay, so she has those books. Chronicles of Cleft, we'll buy one. And then Fire and Faith. Fire and Faith. Chank's Fire and Faith. Very well. I will pay you what it's worth. Mickey, enjoy your lurk. Thank you for dropping by today. It is so appreciated. It's not even funny. Enjoy your lurk. We'll see you on the next one. Or if you come back. Okay, now. We do have to go to Jobasha, unfortunately, so I do have to find a way past Lizard Boy. We will save our game, since we found the books. But he is the only one in Vivek that has it, by the sounds of it. Okay. Oh, that's fine, it's just my legs. Filthy lizard blocking a public place? Well, he is Morag Tong, though, so... Okay, so he is down in the underworks. We'll have to... And sorry, guys, if you see my eyes wander, I have Twitch chat right here, and I have YouTube chat right there. I've tried multi-chats. The lag is too substantial. So I've decided to keep the chats separate, but you might see my eyes wander every now and again. See if he has something... Antecedents of Drummer Law. Yeah, it's Jobasha. It is Jobasha. Damn it. Okay, we'll breach here.
Is there something?
Actually, no, he's not on this level. He is on the main level. He is, I believe, right over here. Do a quick save.
Blessed we are.
Okay, now, what do I do about this? Is there like some I've tried the console command. But this is his normal place. Let's see here. Do in... Okay, let's see. Use a console command RA to reset the actor to their original position. Alternatively, you can try by jumping over the NPC. But this can be a slow process. Okay. So maybe I need to be capital RA? That might be why. Nope. If you do TCL. Okay, we have a saved game. Collision off. Oh god. Whoo! I can fly! Alright, and I guess we'll do TCL, collision on. Thank you, dragon. That was utterly asinine. Okay, there we go. Returning. Where's Jabasha?
Go on about your business.
Oh. Under... Ah, there you are.
Greetings.
What can Jobasha do for you?
You can barter with me. I heard that you have antecedents of Dwemer Law. Or ancestor... No. Yeah, antecedents of Dwemer Law. 1. Offer. Goodbye. Alright, we are good to go. Might need to turn TCL on.
Blessed we are.
Okay, I guess I will have to do this again. come to my Morrowind streams and you might learn something. Okay, back to Sadrith Mora. Okay, so we'll travel here. We'll go to... Actually, we don't need to do this. We're going to Sadrith Mora. What am I doing? I can go over to him. Go to Telbernora, and then over to Sadrith Mora. So we'll travel Telbernora.
Is there something I can do?
Sadrith Mora. Pop over here. I think I am going to be running out of Telvani mouth quests, and I will have to start going directly to the wizard lords themselves. Okay, now, which one? Quests. House Telvani. Dwemer Books. Baladis Demnivani. Alyssa Ulison, Raven O'Main. Okay. Is she gone? Raven O'Main. Felissa Ulison. Malam Rayon. Herrera Uvelas. Galos Methendez. So who did I get this quest from? Let's go back. House Telvani, Dwemer Books. Baladis Demnivani has asked me to bring him a copy of Dwemer Books. Antecedents of Dwemer Law. Speaking, hurry up. Baladis Demnivani, where are you? Okay. I thought he would be one of the mouths.
Is there something I can do for you?
Nope. Okay. Baladis is in Nisus.
Do you have something?
Oh, that's right, because I went to him for another quest. And then he gave me his own quest. To do the quest that I got originally. Right. Okay. So we'll head over to Nisus. We'll do that. And then we'll head back. I do have to start... let's see. I might have to... Nisus is mainland? Is Nisus mainland?
What do you need?
Nisus is there. Yeah, so I gotta go mainland, and then I can travel there. Okay, cool. Marching orders received. So we go to Telbernora.
Yes, Outlander. What?
Travel to Vivek. And then we'll Silt Strider our way over there. Let's do Satanine. Ah, there you are. And Nisus. And I believe this is the Wizard Tower in Nisus. Oh, that's the barracks. The wizard tower didn't look like a tower in Nisus, I remember that much. Might be this? I think it might have been this. Okay, I've clearly been here before. Yeah, I've definitely been here before. Okay, so that should mean... be a rather simple exercise of getting where I need. Here, what am I doing? Zoom in. Latest Demnivani.
I'm listening.
Okay, one sec. Okay.
What brings you here, Page?
Antecedents of Dwemer Law.
Have you found a copy of Antecedents of Dwemer Law?
Yes, here it is.
Good. This is one of the 3 books I was looking for.
Chronicles of Neglect. I have found a copy.
Very good. I will not forget this page.
Fire and Faith.
Yes, this is the last of the 3 books I was looking for. I know I had another copy of Fire and Faith once. Ah well, please accept these trinkets. I no longer have any use for them.
Ondusi's key has been added to our inventory. Amulet of Admonition has been added to our inventory. A second barrier belt has been added to our inventory. And this Sure Feet has been added to our inventory. Sure Feet? Is that a potion? Do this, just so I can get a little bit more of my inventory here. Let's see. So Black Storm. Serves of Vec. It must be a potion. Steel Warhammer of Smiting, Silver Axe of War. Skeleton Key. Ledger. Ah, here we are. Sure Feet. Fortify the skill of acrobatics for 3 points. Fortify the skill of acrobatics for 3 points. So 6 points acrobatic boost. That's not great compared to the Boots of Blinding Speed. So we're gonna keep the bobs on. Okay. Okay, there's that completed. How do I get out of here? Go this way. What are you trying to say, dragon? Say it to my face. I've never once been blind using the Boots of Blinding Speed. Not once. Okay, what do I want to do now? So we've delivered our books. So now we have to collect our slowed soap. And I believe we have... Muck Sponge we got. Because you were too chicken to wear them with the actual debuff. Don't call me out. It's rude. So rude. Okay. I'm curious about the twin lamps. We will... Let's get our slowed soap quest done. Let's go to Aldrun and Balmora.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
I want to go to an alchemist, see if I can get some slowed soap. I believe the alchemist in Balmora is superior. Okay, what ingredients do you have? These are plumes, scales, scamp skin, scathe claw, scrib, slowed soap. Perfect. I need 5. Oh, cancel. Don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to do that. Where to go? Where to go? Here it is. 5 offer. Goodbye.
All right then, I'm listening.
Those quests might be boring, but do remember that you were supposed to be doing these quests in the early game. Yes, I am level 15 now. So I'm definitely doing them as a far more powerful entity than I'm supposed to be doing. And these quests are also designed to help you interact with the world in a very meaningful way, which I've already done. If anyone has actually seen me open up my map. Welcome back, Mickey. I hope your lurk was uneventful in the right ways. Don't know if you were making dinner or just chilling out. I'm actually going to be so tired tomorrow. I've got to be up at 4 in the morning. We've got another early job on Wednesday at work. I'm a plumber by trade, everyone. By the way, my day job is plumbing. I'm in the trades. So, if I'm ever tired in stream, it is a direct result of work. Today, for example. Just wait until you get your own Telvani tower. Cannot wait. In some ways, I'm kind of regretting doing the Telvani questline because I don't think I'm going to enjoy the perks quite as much since I'm not playing as a wizard. However, next playthrough I can do like Hlalu or Red Ren or something. I think those will be kind of a more typical quest in terms of what I'm used to. Telvani, just due to their arrogance, is kind of weird. Sneaky boys need towers as well. What brings you here, page? Do you want chores? I would. I know of no other chores. Chores Archmaester Gothran needs done. You may speak with him directly, or speak with one of the other mouths. Archmaester Gothran. Okay, we'll find out where he lives later. Slowed soap. Arara Uvelas. Which I believe is you. Do you have the slowed soap? I do. Perhaps these will put Master Neloth in a better mood. He is old, you see, and has trouble moving about. I use the soap along with some rue brush and bone meal to make an ointment for his joints. That sounds lovely. Chores. Master Neloth asked me to acquire a staff of silver dawn and deliver it to him. I believe someone in the Mages Guild here in Sadrith Mora has this staff. Master Neloth wants the staff, and I cannot leave my duties here long enough to fetch it for him. Go to Wolverine Hall Get the staff. Bring it back to me. Sounds easy enough.
Do you have something to say?
Well, Redrun isn't really for you in this playthrough, and Hlalu's leader in Vardenfell is a straight-up groomer. I mean, I feel like everybody has their issues in the lore. Like, if you actually go deep into Elder Scrolls, there's a lot of messed up stuff. Not the least of which is House Telvani. Their lack of ethics is, and of course Devaith fear, is pretty messed up. Okay, now.
Yes?
Mages Guild, so I want to be over here, and then Mages Guild.
Tidings and good wishes to you, friend.
Staff of Silver Dawn. Yes, Ariel has a staff like that.
How does
Ariel.
well, what have
This is unexpected, travelers.
Please,
I
by all
can
means.
spare a few
I'm
moments,
listening.
if you care to talk.
Ariel. The Staff of Silver Dawn. Yes, I have the Staff of Silver Dawn. I don't use it very often. I prefer daggers myself. I'll sell it to you for 300 drakes. Very well. Here, take it. Come see me if you're ever looking for another enchanted item. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Devaith Fear was a lonely man. Gotta respect a guy who's got needs. Not those needs. We don't talk about Devaith Fear in this chat. He is the man with no name. He who must not be named. But I gotta say, in terms of like the magic of the game, it is kind of cool that wizards can do that. That's like almost like a sci-fi thing, you know? So I find it interesting in a really messed up way. Arara Uvelas, Staff of Silver Dawn. Here it is. Good. I hope Master Neloth will be pleased with it. I have this old dagger I no longer use, and I can teach you to blind your enemies as this staff does. Very well, teach me. Yes, of course. Now, if you'll excuse me. Any more chores? I do not have any chores. Check with my patron, Master Neloth, or with other mouths. Master Neloth. I'm gonna have to write this bit down. Okay, so Neloth. Telnaga. Sadrith Mora. Okay, and we'll find out where all of the... The Telvani Apothecary in Telvoz is running out of Cure Blight potions. Since my patron, Master Arleon, is responsible for Telvoz in a sense, he's asked me to find someone to deliver a Cure Blight potion. Cure Blight? Andil in Telvoz is the apothecary. You should speak with him, get 3 potions of Cure Blight, and deliver them to Andil. You'll have to buy them from one of the vendors. Andil does not accept homemade potions. Master Arleon. Arleon is Telvoz. Unfortunately, you kind of already met him and stole his stuff, so he's ingrained... Oh, yeah, Devaith Fear? Yes. Yep. Okay, And we need Archmagister Gothren.
Yes, Archmagister Gothren is my patron. If you have business with him, you may find him in Tel Arun.
Tel Arun? Tel Arun. There we go. What about you? Let's see. Who's your master? Ah, yes, we find you worthy, retainer. We find you worthy, oathman. Lawman. I cannot advance you to mouth. You must find a patron in House Telvani. Who is your patron, though? Very well. Mistress Thorana. She is my patron in House Telvani, and I am her mouth. She can be difficult at times. Be careful when you speak to her. Okay, so Thorana is Telbranora? Thorana Telbranora. Okay. Just by the way, guys, ads are dropping in 5 minutes, actually 4 minutes. We just use this to stop pre-rolls, so if you would like to dodge ads, please hop over to YouTube. I multi-stream, so you can hop over there. If you are on the YouTube stream, please drop a like if you're enjoying what you're seeing. But yeah, if you're trying to dodge the Twitch ads, hop over to YouTube for the 3-minute duration, and then you can hop back to Twitch if you so choose. If not, we'll see you when you come back from ads. Okay, so got their patron, got their patron, got their patron, got their patron. You will not tell me who your patron is. Interesting. So, Neloth, Arion, Gothren, and Thorana.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
So, I'll go to Tel Arun. Curious about that one.
Yes, Outlander. How do you do?
And this ads break, I am just going to take a little BRB. Just to hit the loo, top up my water. So we'll just throw on a quick little BRB for you guys. Maybe Drotha? Ah, yes, Drotha. Why wouldn't she mention that, though? So, Drotha. She did when I wanted more chores. So, Drotha, and I'll have to find out where Drotha lives. Let's look at my map here. Open it up nice and big. Telmora, maybe? We've got Tel Naga, Tel Voz, Tel Arun, Tel Brenora. So Telmora is really the only Telvani realm I don't think I have mapped. Dagon Fell is also obviously Debath Fear. So yeah, there's Tel Voz, Tel Arun, Tel Fear. Okay. Wonder if she's Telmora. Then we've got Tel Brenor down here. We might have some more Telvani stuff in this band right here, maybe. So I might have some more exploring to do as well. So let's see. To start, I think we're going to go to Tel'Aruun. And that is right here. We'll hop and a skip away. So we'll just walk over. Why not? Just got to avoid the bads. Oh. Looks like I have to make my way around. Slaughterfish baby. And there we go. Couldn't quite make it. Maybe Drotha. Yeah, also look up where Droth is located. Tel'Aruun Underground. Ooh, do I have... Bear! Welcome to the chat, my friend. It's good to see you. Good morning. It's what? 6 a.m. for you? You're 15 hours off from me. I can't do mental math right now, but good morning. Grab some coffee. Rising Force, there we go. Okay, perfect. I think we should be good.
I greet you as a friend.
Got some slaves here. Human slaves. Altmer, even.
What is your business here?
11 a.m. Been in meetings all morning. Well, I hope your meetings have been going well.
Is there something I can do for you?
Seville and Maine. Oop. I think I gotta go to the upper tower. That's the trader. Tower entry.
Yes, Outlander, what may I do for you?
Please join me.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick little BRB, guys, and then we will get right back into this quest.
Thank you for your indulgence, everyone. I just realized I forgot to turn music on for you. That is my bad. I'm very sorry. Okay, now. Where were we? So that's the smith. I feel like I have to go up this tower here. That is plot and plaster, so that would be an inn. Oh, what was that? At least their meetings wrecked my back chopping firewood a few hours yesterday. So sitting down all day is the only thing I'm doing. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I am in a similar situation. I've been hammering, or hammer drilling, I should say, concrete, so this entire arm is just sore / numb at the same time. It's a really weird sensation. It doesn't feel good. So I sympathize only slightly. Because obviously I did not twinge my back. But I do sympathize in the sense that everything hurts,
yes,
and I'm dying.
How do you do?
Okay, and...
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
Okay, so we have to go up here. You hit a new PR while wait. Oh, you hit a new PR. What's the PR, Mickey? What is the PR? And what's the lift? What's the lift? Somebody please get this man a potion. Potion. Although this is not terribly good for me. This is full sugar. I need to start having the 0 calorie again, but it doesn't taste as good. So I can fit it in within my daily calories, although it's not the best for like my pancreas and stuff like that. So I should do the 0 sugar, but right now I'm not. Squats, 185 pounds for 5 reps. Congratulations. That deserves some hype emotes. Oh, one sec. Thought I was trying to cheer. I can stream. Where's my hype emotes? There's my hype emotes. Mickey gets hype emotes. Congratulations, that is awesome. Nearly 200 pounds. Have you ever lifted 200 pounds, guys? It's not easy. That's insane. Mickey's gonna be putting all of us to shame soon. Okay, I will take my Rising Force potion. There we are.
May
Nora.
greet you warmly, friend.
Tellerun Tower living quarters.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
Baruzi Venom. The verticality in these towers kills me.
May I help you?
Andrethi. Lol, I'm still new. I'm off to be, though a bit early. You're off to bed, though a bit early. Necro, you come first, always. Thank you for staying as long as you have. Enjoy the sleep. We'll see you tomorrow. Are you streaming tomorrow? I don't know if you're streaming tomorrow. If you are, I will see you tomorrow. I, myself, am not going to be streaming again until Thursday. I don't know why that took me a second. Oh, I better not need another Rising Force potion.
You seem worthy of my knowledge. You may speak.
Tower entry. Oh, did I just waste that potion? I did, didn't I? Well, that sucks. Well, this is nearly... Let's see here, then. So these are the living quarters. Can't talk to you about the Lord. This is why we level up I can speak. This is what we level up mysticism for, because we got a cool levitation spell for cheap.
May I help you, Outlander?
Do I have levitation, by the way? I have leveled up mysticism quite a bit, actually. It is... Well, it was level like 15, now it's level 30. I thought we had a levitation spell. Well, I think it's about time we got one. Can I buy spells? Do you sell spells? You do, but you don't sell levitate. Do you sell rising force? You can get the default levitation spell from one of the people in the Balmore Mages Guild. Okay. That is kind of poopy. Tower entry. Well, I guess I'll make my way down.
I am never too busy.
Oh, come on. I landed fine there. Guess I will go to Sadrith Mora then. Head over to Sadrith Mora, and then we can make our way to the Balmore Mages Guild. Hop, skip, and a broken ankle on the way. Always a broken ankle. Until, of course, we get like 125 acrobatics. But for that, I would have to fortify the acrobatics. There we go. Okay. Oh, jeez, another one. Stop blowing holes in my ship. Okay, off to... Oop, wrong ship. Oh. Almost fell in the water there. Okay, there we go. So, like, did you... Bear, I'm curious, did you, like, actually, like, hurt your back? Or you just, like... You kind of twinged it and you're just taking it easy. Because we care about you here, and we would like to know that you're okay. Vivek. We'll go to Balmora via Siltstrider. Jeez, the dogs are popping off upstairs today. Balmora.
Where would you like?
Mages Guild. And we should level up mysticism quite a bit as well.
Wealth beyond measure.
Actually, strength 5, intelligence 2, personality 2, and speed 3. Can't stand up straight out at the moment without some decent pain, so done. Oh god. Okay, well, make sure to go see a physician if required, please. And I'm only saying that because I'm one of those dumbass dudes that needs to be told to go see a physician whenever I hurt myself. I'm always like, oh, I'm fine, it's fine. Oh, okay, yeah, nope, still fine. I'm good. Yeah. And then I get yelled at by the woman in my life, and she says, go to the hospital, you idiot! I'm like, okay. To be fair, though, I haven't gotten hurt lots. It's fine, Mickey. I promise. Some spells. You don't have levitate? What we will grab is Valia's Balm and Antidote. Calm Creature would be good. Okie dokie. Training. All the mysticism.
Truly. How may I help you?
You're that way inclined too. Doctor was pissed I hadn't gone in for 2 years when I went in for the anti-smoking pills. Sounds about right. More training, please. We'll just up willpower, screw it. I've got the farmer mentality. I broke my leg. I mean, sure. But I need to finish this fence. That's probably why you're chopping the wood. Let's see. Willpower's at 4. Willpower is at 5. Okay, restoration is also willpower. We need intelligence. Illusionist personality? She can't teach us anything more.
You're in good company, friend. Welcome.
Unfortunately, being from a family of farmers, you're like that too. You know, and I think, okay, I have to say, it's not because I'm unable to recognize when I'm hurt. It comes from a place of not wanting to be inconvenient to others. For me personally, whenever I am ill or anything like that, Janelle's always mentioning that I don't suffer from man cold. And the reason I don't is because that would be inconvenient. I can't inconvenience her. I can't do that. So, instead of being an inconvenience, I just keep my mouth shut when I'm not feeling good. And that is not a good way to be. When you're not feeling well, you should go see a physician. But unfortunately, I just don't want to be inconvenient, so I keep stuff to myself when I shouldn't. That is my Men's Mental Health Month moment, because June is Men's Mental Health Month. So that is my thing to improve. I need to be more willing to ask for help when I need it. That'll be my goal for the month of June. Ask for help when I need it. Talk when I struggle. That is another one I have issue with. Whenever I'm struggling, it's like, no, I'm good. I understand. I understand what I need to do. I'm in the trades, and my journeyman will explain something to me, and he'll say, "Okay, you understand. You're good to go. No issues. Cool." I'm like, yeah, totally. I've been listening. Yep, I totally know what to do. And while I have been listening, I'll get about 3 steps into a 10-step task, and I'll forget the rest of the steps, because I've been so focused on the starting steps. So then I get into the I don't want to be inconvenient again. It's like, well, if I ask for help, I'm inconvenient. Like, he's got other stuff to do. He's a journeyman. I'm an apprentice. I'm supposed to do the grunt work. So, lots of stuff for us to work on. That is the moral of the story. Okay, all of these are intelligence skills, so screw it. We shall do conjuration. Intelligence 4. Let's level up 2 more times. And we are good for a level up.
How delightful.
So we'll go We shall level up. Pardon me, I just had a little burp. And then we should be good to go. Grab a levitation spell. Back to Tel'Run. Talk to the mage we need to. It is 10 p.m., so we will sleep for... Yeah, let's do 10 hours. There we go. Boom. Don't really need speed, because the boots are blinding speed right now, so... We're just going to stay status quo as far as that goes. Now, back to the Mages Guild.
Your actions precede you, Outland.
And...
I've heard good things about you.
So she won't sell us any spells. Do you have...
You're in good company, friend. Welcome.
No levitate.
What can I do for you, friend?
Ah, there we go. Perfect.
Warm greetings.
And we shall level up.
My spell.
We should level up mysticism a whole bunch now as well.
Welcome, friend.
As much as she can give us. Which is probably level 50 since we're already to level 44. Okay, so she, level 44 is exactly as far as we can go. Same, but that's a big part of learning. I've been there. When I started dispatching at the school, when you start learning a new trade or career, you have the first year of like, I'm a newbie. I know nothing, John. And now, I now have knowledge. Yeah, and that's... How to articulate... You almost don't recognize those changes in yourself. It's similar to exercise, right? When you're getting in shape, you are looking at yourself in the mirror every single day. And you're changing. You are actually changing every single day. Physical changes are occurring. However, you are fundamentally unable to recognize those changes. It did 100% make sense. You're unable to recognize those changes within yourself, so you kind of think that you still suck, kind of. When in reality, you're now the knowledgeable person in that regard. This happened to me recently while streaming. This community is full of other streamers. Many of them know much more than I do, but some of them don't. And I have been getting approached more and more often by other streamers, just asking like, how do you do this? How do you do this? How do you... And I want to be the guy being like, I don't know. I'm not that guy. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing here. But I've been doing this for nearly 6 months now. So I have some fundamentals under my belt that I am good at this. I have acquired skills. I am better than someone who has just started out streaming and is looking for advice. But in here, and in the mirror, the guy I'm looking back at, I don't necessarily recognize that every time I introspect. So introspection is important in that way. Okay, now we're going to Tel'Run. And I think those moments of introspection and recognizing when you are incapable of that introspection is very, very important. I kind of didn't want to talk about this today, just because it's not my normal I guess, avenue of discussion. But June is Men's Mental Health Month. And for good reason. You know, we need advocates for mental health in all spaces. So it's important to have a time of perhaps heightened awareness during the year. And this is what we've been talking about is, generally speaking, not exclusive to men, but it is important in terms of overall mental health. Taking those moments for introspection, taking those moments to reach out for help when you need it, or when you recognize that you're incapable of introspecting in the necessary manner. So you need someone to provide that insight. And luckily for me, through streaming, I've kind of entered this broader community, bigger than myself, that is full of peers that I can go to when I'm struggling. And I would like to think that you guys are also finding that in the community that we're building here. Okay, so there's the tower entry. Okay, so we have the tower living quarters.
Yes,
I am
Outlander,
never
what
too
may I
busy
do for you?
for a good talk.
What's this? This looks like... I don't know if this is a place for me to levitate. I don't know if there is a place for me to levitate.
Please, go ahead, Outlander. I'm listening.
I'm glad you're feeling the vibes, Mickey. I appreciate it. Okay, now... Let's see here. Levitate. So this is 10 points for 30 seconds on self. I need more mana. Or magicka, I should say. This is Elder Scrolls, and it's not mana. It's not mana, Martin. Bad. That is other franchises. So Tellarune, I almost need to, like... What, like fly?
And what is your business here? How may we
Oh. I do not have enough magicka to cast the spell. Okay.
Killing is badong. From this moment, I will stand for the opposite of killing. Gnadab.
Gnadab. Climb to the top of the branches. Okay.
Yes, hello, I'm very sorry to bother you, but do you mind saving your damn game?
Okay. So, climb to the top of the branches. Is there anywhere else for me to go here? I don't think there is. We'll just use a Rising Force potion. Okay, so this looks like the zenith of the tower. Rolmir. Oh, look, stairs, how novel. Gothren. And 2 Dremora. Saving my damn game. Are you happy now, Mickey? Clearly need to level up my mysticism quite a bit more as well. It's truly a pleasure to see you. Do I not get quests from you? I was told to go to you for quests. Let's talk to maybe you? Very happy knowing that if you die, you're not all the way at the start. Are you saying you don't like to watch me suffer, Mickey? You're one of the few. On the Saturday stream, everybody made me play in hard mode in Siege of Avalon, and I died a lot. Made me sad. So I have nowhere to get chores from?
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
How are you?
I could... It's just the armor made him look so badass. He's like, how are you? And then he starts whistling. Oh, God. That's too good. Oh, God! Oh. Haha. So this is the way. That's the next clip. Can you tell so easily now? Okay, at least I know the way.
And what is your business here? How may we help?
I'm gonna go back to Sadrith Mora. You told me I needed to go speak to him for my quests. Doing me a heckin' irritate. Gotta head out, have a great night. Mickey, thank you so much for dropping in. It's been amazing having you, as ever. Have a good night, and we'll see you on the next one. We will be wrapping up here in probably about half an hour anyways. Unfortunately, I'm still not able to do more than 3 hours on weekdays. Which is as frustrating for me as it is for you guys. I know that you want more. You would prefer a 4, 5, 6 hour stream, but unfortunately my schedule just doesn't permit it. And I have to be up at 4 AM tomorrow. So ending the stream at 9 is going to be a must, so that I can get enough sleep. Okay, are you Gothren? Master Neloth? Okay, you're Master Neloth. At least you aren't getting the catastrophic clamp from Point Dexter and his squiddy helmets. Oh my god. Oh, okay, so he's... Mistress Thorana. Is that my favorite clip? The catastrophic clap killed me. It did. Okay. More chores. You may speak with him directly or speak with one of the other mouths. Well, he had nothing for me directly. So, we're just going to hold out on that. We have one more quest that I might be able to bang out this evening. So let's take a look here. House Telvani, Cure Blight. So I'll need 3 potions of Cure Blight, and go to Telvaz. Neloth will have a quest for getting a robe kit. Let's see if we can grab some Cure Blight. Barter, Cure Blight. Potion of Cure Blight disease. Okay. Oh, I don't think I actually... Did I actually buy that? Cure Blight disease... I don't think I did. Cure Blight disease. There we go.
What was that?
That was me buying a potion from you, man. Actually, the robe you're trying to retrieve for said quest is an amazing piece of gear for mages. Oh, come on. There we go. Now, I know there's also an apothecary here. Alchemist. There we go. Now, do you have Cure Blight disease? Does not look like. Ooh. Cure poison. Cure Blight disease. 2. We now have enough.
Go ahead, Outlander.
We now have enough. So, we'll make our way to Telvaz.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Okay. Telmora.
Is there something you need?
And then you should be able to take me to Telvaz, correct? Vaz. There we go.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Oh, God. Not to fall in the water. And then... let's take a look. Telvaz. So that's over here. So we'll make our way. Perfect. Okay. So we'll go to the apothecary, turn in these potions, and then we are good to go.
Please join me.
Now where would the apothecary be? It's the southern tower. Let's take a boo here. Armory. Central tower. Northeastern towers. Services tower. I reckon services tower is where I want to be. Oh, come on. This is actually super cool. So, Telvaz looks like one of the few cities that kind of combines Imperial and Dunmer architecture. So you've got like Imperial masonry with Telvani kind of biomass. That is really, really cool.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, so this is the services tower. Yes, it is. Oh, come on. Right outside the city. Come on! Okay, we'll hop on. So we actually need to be... There we go. That gets me in.
Go ahead.
Now I need to go to... Andil. Knight Gaspard, welcome in, my friend. I hope you're doing well this evening. Wife clones, I assume you are speaking about Devaith Fear and his, shall we say, incesturbation. Yeah, Devaith Fear is a little bit messed up. We have already met him. We have already completed that quest line within the game. We've been introduced to the interesting figure that is Devaith Fear. The fact you know that tells me it is not your first rodeo with Morrowind. Is it one of your favorite games, or are you just taking a trip down memory lane with me?
Walk with her. Go ahead, Outlander.
Okay, you guys need to move. In this suggestion box, I suggested a emote of Devaith Fear stealing your monetization away. Okay, my princess is in another castle.
Please join me.
I am not sure what you mean. But welcome in. Do you enjoy Morrowind? Is this a game that you enjoy, or is it... Have you dialed the wrong number? Okay, I'm gonna RA these guys. They are in my way.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Andil, there you are.
I'm listening.
What brings you to Page? Oh, what brings you to? That's a weird way to speak. What brings you to Page? Is there some specific place here you're looking for? Cure Blight potions. Did Master Arnion send you with the potions of Cure Blight? Yes, here they are. Good, thank you. This will help. I can spare a few other potions. Why not take these? Restore health and restore fatigue. Excellent. Okay, we'll turn in for our experience. I played through once Morrowind and occasionally explored Tamriel Rebuilt. Well, Tamriel Rebuilt tells me that you're quite the fan of Morrowind, actually. Because that requires OpenMW and some other mods that normally you wouldn't install if you didn't care to play the game. Doesn't necessarily mean you're a super fan, but... Have you played any other Elder Scrolls games, or is Morrowind really the only one you care to play? Let's do Telmora.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Ah, here we are. Sadrith Mora, please. Thank you. Oblivion Remastered was fun. I really enjoy Oblivion Remastered. I was saying to... I don't remember... I probably said this on this chatting with chat here. But my one issue with Oblivion Remastered is really just the color palette.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
If it wasn't for the color palette being a lot more, I guess, true to life, I think I would prefer the remastered version, but OG Oblivion has such a gorgeous color palette that I still prefer it over the remastered version. I also prefer the leveling system in the original Oblivion over the remastered version. Just because it's more similar to Morrowind, and I've kind of just adapted to the leveling system in these games, so I don't necessarily feel I need the leveling system from the remastered Oblivion. I think it was a good way to fix the issues of the original leveling system, which was not well explained to players. But I feel it almost makes leveling too easy. I kind of want more challenge in the game. And that's really my one main issue with it, I would say. So other than the Elder Scrolls, what games do you like to play? I myself, for example, I'm a big CRPG guy, so Baldur's Gate, Fallout 1 and 2. I kind of count, I was saying earlier in the stream, I kind of count Dragon Age Origins as a CRPG. I play Daggerfall on the channel as well. Play a lot of niche RPGs. Siege of Avalon is a CRPG I play on the channel too. Daggerfall has been... You like CRPGs? Okay, okay. I'm interested then. What is your favorite CRPG? Because some people do come to the channel from my Siege of Avalon streams. They've watched, like, the Siege of Avalon VODs, so if you're a Siege of Avalon fan, I'm very pleased to meet you, my friend, because we are few and far between. Let's see, chores. Oh, Cure Blight. Andil notified me when he was satisfied with the potions you brought him. Please, take these 500 drakes, with thanks from my patron, Master Arion. Do you have any more chores for me? Master Arion wants me to bring him a DAEDRA skin. What of it? The skins of many kinds of DAEDRA can be recovered from DAEDRA who have recently been returned to Oblivion, but whose bodies remain here for a time. Alchemists will often sell DAEDRA skin as well. When you get the DAEDRA skin, please deliver it to Master Arion in Tel Voz directly. Very well. Let's go to the alchemist here. Because I don't feel like slaying any DAEDRA. I would say Fallout 2 because it was the first game I was blown away by. Fallout 2 is extremely good. A lot of people... Necro in the YouTube chat, you can't sleep. Well, welcome to the YouTube chat, my friend. Thank you for popping by. You should try Myst. It is on the list, Necro. Myst is on the list. Okay, let's... I might, just because I don't want to saturate the stream too much, I might just play Myst off stream. I don't know. I watched Kilniath play it. It looked really, really good. But I've got so many games on stream already, so... Bruh, no.
What do you want of me, Outlander?
But, we need DAEDRA skin, please. DAEDRA's heart? DAEDRA skin. We would like one. I'm not gonna ask how you got this. Okay, so Necro, I am... And sorry, on Twitch, Necro is on YouTube chat, so apologies that you cannot see what he is saying. I need to watch you play it. Please let me live through you. No rush. Okay. We will add it to the stream when a space becomes available then. If you want to see it on stream. So, Gaspard,
Yes.
as I was saying,
What do you want?
Fallout 1 and 2, I have not played them a lot. But I do love those games. I put them in a category similar to Daggerfall, where the level of choice and roleplay that is allowed within that game is honestly kind of unprecedented when you compare it to games of today. And that's partly why I created my channel, is I like to say, it was a phrase that a member of the community created, that I give voice to voiceless games. So games that have kind of either were popular and became obscure or have always been obscure, I play those games, and those games generally have little to no voice acting, so while I am not a professional voice actor, I do a little bit of voice acting in stream to make the games a little bit more interesting, bring them to life a little bit more, hopefully. So, the Fallout games are actually on my list of games to play, because they are kind of in that realm of games that were once highly revered and highly popular, but have since fallen into obscurity because mechanically they are, shall we say, not what people are looking for, to put it lightly. They're still incredible games, and I still feel they are very much worth the time to play, but a lot of people don't like the difficulty of newer games. Or sorry, pardon me, I misspoke. They do not like the difficulty of older games. And that's where I come in. I want to show these people that despite difficulty, despite heavy mechanics, despite nuance within the story, and all these other factors, those things that are keeping you from playing the game are actually why that game is fun, and why that game is beautiful and deserves to be played. Okay, I'll be nodding off, but I will keep this up. Figure YouTube numbers would help. Yes, Necro, thank you very much. If anyone on Twitch is also looking to support, I am trying to get monetized on YouTube, so viewing hours and subscriptions and likes on videos to get them out to more viewers helps a lot. So if you guys have a chance to jump over to YouTube, even if you're just dropping a like, that helps more than you know. So we need to go to Telvaz. Have you played Souls? Absolutely, I've played Souls games. Actually, I don't know if... Jet, are you still in the chat? I'm actually gonna... Never played Torment Tides of Numenaria on stream. You don't want me to play that game on stream? That was a game that was an attempt to basically recapture the lightning in the bottle that was Planescape Torment. And I heard it really missed the mark. I haven't actually played that one. I have played Planescape Torment. I have not played Tides of Numenaria. Or Numenera. Sorry. Pardon me. Yes, so...
A new hand touches the beacon.
Pepsi, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. A person okay in YouTube chat. Speaking of which, oh, okay, here we go. Dragon is in YouTube chat as well. Thank you very much, Dragon. It'll kill your voice if you try. Oh, you're talking about from the voice acting perspective? I could try. I could try. I do have a dedicated day of the week. Once Siege of Avalon has been beaten, that is, Saturday is CRPG day. So, on Saturday, we play CRPGs only.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Pepsi enjoying the Tangia. So, okay, I'm getting pulled in several different directions. So, Pepsi, to answer your question, absolutely I've played Souls games. Jet here in chat that I brought in, or I brought out of Lurk, I should say, he is one of the bigger Souls fans that I know. And he and I enjoy shooting the shit about Souls games a lot. He has very similar opinions on Souls games to me, I would say. My favorite Souls game is Dark Souls 1. Because it was my first. That was my introduction. And to this day, it's still my favorite in terms of story and everything else. Back to Gaspard. I put voice acting in the title as more of an aspirational thing. I'm not a professional voice actor, but I would very much like to get to that level. So this stream, in part, is a way for me to hone my craft, and... because I study this outside of stream, by the way. I practice a lot. And it is... I don't shy away from challenge, I lean into it. So, if Torment Tides of Numenera is a challenge, I would take it on. I will say, thank you, Necro. Not a pro yet. I'm practicing very, very hard, guys. But yeah, I won't shy away from that. But I will say I have heard that Tides of Numenera it missed the mark for a lot of people. Because it was trying to capture what Planescape Torment was. And Planescape Torment was a really weird game. And it's very difficult to capture lightning in a bottle twice. My favorite boss in... oh god, my favorite boss. I really like Quelaag a lot. That Maneater Mildred's just really fun in premise. Oh god, Pinwheel was a freaking nightmare. Yeah, I enjoyed Quelaag. Seath was a fun boss fight for me. I enjoyed Seath the Scaleless. What's another good one? A Bed of Chaos said no one ever. Yep. What's another good one? Artorias was hell for me. I had such a hard time with Artorias. Oh, no DLC bosses. Yeah. Ornstein and Small was fun. Artorias and Manus. Ah, yeah. I have a lot of fond memories with a bunch of different bosses. Ornstein and Small was a good fight. I hated Gaping Dragon. Gaping Dragon kicked the crap out of me. Quelaag was good. Ads are dropping in 1 minute, by the way, if you guys aren't subbed. Oh, you liked... I really struggled with Four Kings. I don't know why. I struggled like crazy with Four Kings. Dark Souls 2 is your fave, and the first. Sister Freed from Dark Souls 3 is a favorite as well. Abyss Watchers from 3, though, Chef's Kiss. Yes. Dark Souls 3 had a lot of really well-sorted boss fights, for sure. Yeah, Four Kings is a DPS check, yeah. Yeah, Four Kings I really struggle. Yeah, I would put it as either... Man, you guys are taking me down memory lane. It's been a while since I played a lot of Dark Souls. I've never actually fully beaten the game, by the way. I've gotten, like, right to the end, basically right before the final boss, essentially. But I've never actually fully beaten the game. Favorite, though. Like, set in stone, boom. That is my favorite. I really just like Seath. I love that stage of the game. It's a really fun area for me. I like the library. Hydra. Hydra was another crazy fight. God, that sucked. I hated that Hydra so much. I'm good at killing it now, but my god. Did you like the Seath run back? I don't think I have strong opinions one way or the other. But see, like the library and Seath, the boss fight was probably my favorite from DS1. Sen's Fortress is not my favorite area, though. Yeah, Pepsi, if you're a big Souls fan, you and Jet are going to get along great. Jet is one of the bigger fans of the Souls series that I've met, so... I love knocking Iron Golem off the ledge. Would you consider Iron Golem a full boss? Because now that we've got Elden Ring and we've got, like, sub-bosses and all this different stuff, would you consider the Iron Golem like a boss, or would... I put him more on the... Like, if he was in Elden Ring, I think he would be a side boss. He wouldn't be, like, a full boss. You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe it's just me. Okay, now turn in. We should save, actually. Just make sure we don't lose out on anything. He was back then. The bosses were less intense. It's rare to have a cheese like knocking him off the ledge, though. Yes. I will say, though, like... There was something... That was a big thing I loved about Dark Souls 1 in particular, is... There was never, like, insane speed to any of the boss fights. Whenever you got hit, that was your fault. Like, it was 100% your fault because you didn't measure the combat properly, and it moved slow enough that you can just take the blame. I think the fastest enemy that was like a boss fight kind of locked area, fog wall, was the Capra Demon. That was probably one of the faster enemies. Bed, welcome in. Enjoy your lurk, my friend. Other than stuff like Ornstein zipping around the arena. Well, I mean, yes. But again, the overall pace of the combat was slower in Dark Souls 1, and far more, even with the enemies, it was a far more measured, calculated pace as opposed to what we have now. Telvaz, that's where we need to go. So go to Telmora.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
We're gonna go to Vaz.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Go to Telvaz. Welcome back from ads, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry you got locked in ad jail. We appreciate you putting up with ad jail. It is one of our only ways to prevent... He's gonna be here. It is one of our only ways to prevent pre-roll ads, so instead of you guys suffering when you hop into the stream with like 9 minutes of ads, we do 3 minutes every hour on the hour. Now, I wonder if he is here. In the more Dunmary area. I'll want to finish off this quest, and then...
Is there something I can do?
So that's the chapel. Okay, so he must be in Tel Vaz then. So that's regular Vaz. So this is Tel Vaz. So he's probably in the central tower, if I had to guess. That's the Tel Vaz jail. Straight to jail. Whoa! Hi. Why? Hi, buddy. Why do you hate me? I joined House Telvani. Looking for Aryam. He's at the top of Tel Vaz. Oh, keep missing. Oh, come on. There we go. Can I take your skin? No. Ebony longsword. Good, good, good. You could just Rising Force potion from the outside floating right up. Okay. Alright. We'll do that then. Do I have Rising Force potion? Which grade oh, I think I answered, but just in case I didn't. House Telvani. Central Tower. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, Janelle's home. The dogs are popping off. Barracks and armory. Ah, there it is. Oh, jeez. Okay. Whew.
I'm all yours, please. Go ahead.
I didn't know if my levitation was still going. I was like, I'm going to die. Arion, there you are. We have another Dark Souls 1 fanatic in the chat. Excellent. Welcome in. Welcome to the game library. The only reason I don't play any Dark Souls 1 on this channel is because it doesn't need any press. It's not an obscure game. So again, the point of my channel is to give a voice to the voiceless games. The games that I'm worried are going to lose their place in gamer vernacular and in the broader gaming conversation that I don't want to lose their place. Games like Daggerfall, games like Morrowind, games like Siege of Avalon, games that are mechanically difficult, so new players don't give them the time they need to actually really settle in and figure out the story and figure out the gameplay and everything. These old games were a little bit abrasive, for sure. But yeah, Dark Souls 1, definitely not one of those. It is still very well loved and is played a lot. You'll notice that a lot of the categories I play in are games that get not a lot of play. Like Daggerfall, you can look at the category right now. I guarantee you, you might have like 2 streamers in there, each of them with about 3 viewers. Siege of Avalon, other than me, you will never see anyone playing a game in that category. For Morrowind, this is a far more active category, and the reason I do play Morrowind is that it is a good kind of, I guess, in-between obscure and mainstream. And frankly speaking, I need a game to grow so that more people can see the other games that I play. Guys like Gaspard, who jumped in and said Fallout 2 is one of his favorite games. That's an obscure game now. So he's now on a channel where that game is going to get some play. You know, he hopped in on the Morrowind stream, the more popular stream. But
what was that?
Now I'm gonna, hopefully, guys like him will carry over into the more obscure titles that I play. Siege of Avalon, Arcanum, Daggerfall, that sort of thing. I'll replay it for Jet. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm still looking very forward to a Dark Souls 1 stream. Okay, let's turn in our Daedra skin, because I do need to go to sleep. Daedra skin.
Have you brought me a Daedra skin? I will pay you 300 drakes for it.
Yes, here it is.
Excellent, yes. This Daedra skin will serve my purposes. Take these 300 drakes. You know, Daedra skins, if not properly prepared, can cause paralysis. A useful effect in some circumstances. Perhaps you would like to paralyze your enemies.
Very well. Teach me how to paralyze.
It's rather simple, actually. This is a simple version of the spell. It is far more useful if you cast it at a distance.
Thank you. And there we are. And with that... Oh, he can sponsor me? Perfect. Okay, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, our time in the game library has drawn to a close. I would just like to take a quick moment to thank everybody who popped in. And those of you who are in Lurk Space, I would strongly encourage you to drop a follow or a sub on any of the socials that I am on. That is Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and of course Discord. If I could just get one of the mods to link the Discord for some of the new people who have hopped into chat today, I strongly advise you to join in the Discord. We have a lot of fun there. We would love to have you there. You can get notifications for new streams, just so you don't miss anything. Say you miss your Twitch notification or something, you'll have a link to the stream there as well. Links to everything are also on my Twitch channel. You can search them rather easily in the About Me. Everything is linked easily for you there. So with that, I do not just end the stream here. I like to share the love a little bit. So we are going to look for a friend to raid today. Let's see which one of our friends is on right now. I know this is going to be one of Squish's days, so she's going to be streaming as well. Might pop over and give her some love. She was playing an absolutely hilarious game. Not normally my vibe, but like it's absolutely ridiculous. It is called, let's see, Deliver at All Costs. It had me in hysterics. The actual game itself is kind of inconsequential, but the stuff that happens during the gameplay is absolutely ridiculous. You know what? I don't see many other friends on right now, so we are going to give Squish a raid today. For sure. Okay. So, we're gonna start the raid. Like I said, if you guys can join the raid, please do. It really helps small creators when their numbers can get bumped up by us with raids and stuff, so the more people we can send her way, the better. If you are not subscribed, there is your raid message. And if you are subscribed, there is your raid message. I would just like to take one more opportunity to say a massive thank you to everybody who attended the stream today. It really means the world to me. I've been doing this for 6 months, and the growth of the channel has honestly been quite unprecedented. So, thank you for the love. And with that, I will say, be well, and I will see you on the next one.